So boys, I can hear everything now.
Well, it's nice to squeeze that in before 50, isn't it? That's a lovely achievement.
I still got Michael get 50 before me. I don't think that this is going to work. I don't think this is going to make me blend into the farming crowd. So 25th of August, and we stood out in the garden. You can see that the green has pretty much fallen out of the ground now. It's really dry. It almost looks like the grass is dead, and the leaves are starting to come off the trees, as if it's autumn already. But it's the dryness now is. I don't think I've ever seen the garden this colour. It really is really green now. Sorry, really dead now. Surprising how bad it's gone. But it's amazing what a rain does. When a rain comes, how it will green back up. And you think that it's died, but I think the dry conditions now. I mean, we're cultivated up. I think we've got maybe a day of extra cultivating and then tidying up behind East-West Rail and things like that. And we are done on that sense. Just doing some tram lines over in Horningsea, and we've got some jokering to do where we've done a bit of subsoiling on some headlands, and then we're there's Natasha, and then we're waiting for the rain to come so we can get the fields to green up nicely, get them sprayed off, and then get drilling. So we're in very rude health. Hello, Natasha. Matilda's down there with Natasha on the trampoline. So yeah, nice. It's a bank holiday Monday, so a lot of the half the guys off the farm aren't in. One or two of them are, and then the building side are in, and then we've got the lorries. About half the lorries are working today, and the other half aren't. And then yeah, I'm at work. Marit's at work. So Tom's here. Yeah, Tom doesn't want to be forgotten. And actually, we'll just go back in my office and we'll ask Tom a couple of questions about being Roger the cabin boy, how he got on. Right, so there's the Challenger, which is been pulled very slightly. What have you done to make it?
Discounted the drives in the wheels at the back, so it's free.
Right, so there's nothing going through the engine?
No, nothing at all. No, that's it. The
Okay.
problem is we can't turn.
Oh, I see. So the transmission, the engine sits still, basically, and the tracks propel itself. And he pulled it at what speed?
2.5k, and then I got worried because it started rolling downhill. So we got Gordon down here with a forklift.
Oh, you thought it was going to run off?
It did run off.
Oh, okay.
I had to pull it out to the side to stop it.
Right, okay. So we've now got the experts in the field. Here's Justin getting his low loader ready. So we're going to put the winch, or he's going to put the winch on, and when he gets up to this Challenger, we're just going to give this trailer a little helping hand get up the hill. Because of the loose ground, we've got it all very nice and ready for a seedbed. It scraps on the lorry, so he's just going to give it a pull just to keep the momentum going, and we're going to he's going to get the ramps down. He's going to try and get that on straight. So it's a bit of an angle, so they've got to try and straighten that a bit. And then Glenn's 1167 is there, and Paul's come down to help. So fingers crossed. So there's the lorry. It just starts to. That's it. Look at that. Runs a dream now. It's not really pulling it as such. It's just giving it that little bit extra, so the trailer's not a dead push. And Gordon's then just pulling that up. I think they'll get the ramps down, the long old ramps. So Ratcliffe's we've been using for as long as I can remember. Every time I get a small mishap or a problem, I just ring these guys. They know exactly what to do. They solve all the problems, and they don't damage anything in moving kit about. So they're going to take this, to put this engine in, instead of doing it in the field, they've decided they're going to take it to Sheffield Branch Chandler's, and they're going to use the cranes and things inside the workshop to lower the engine in. So Ratcliffe's will come in and they're going to basically take it down there, then drop it straight into the workshop, and hopefully today's Friday today, so hopefully next week we'll have the Challenger back and we'll be up and running again. Anyway, cultivations look really good, and really pleased how nice it all looks. good rain. I can hear the rolls going in long whiles, the Field of Dreams. Chris is just rolling those to just sort of create a stimulate where we go early drilling to try and stimulate some kind of a chit when it rains. And it's surprising how dry it is now, but the hedges look well. The hedges are not dying off. Okay, so to get this winch on there, we're having to steer it basically with a forklift because the engine won't start, so of course the pumps won't work, and we've disconnected the drive off the gearbox and engine etc. to the track, so effectively it's a freewheeling machine. We're having to pull with the forklift in at the back just to become the steering wheel, to get it lined up so it fits nicely on top of the on the ramps to get it up here. He's managed to get the ramps extended out, which is quite an interesting thing. The hydraulic that came out, you see in there, and that's how he's now got his width, so it suits the Challengers to or anything wide to come down the road rather than having to use boards or something. It's a really smart trailer. It's Fay Monville trailers. So as I'm getting a good tour around the business, just make you see how everything looks. There's the 4 tyres for each sprayer. So they're here. Second sprayer's here. I don't know which one this one is. I think this is Kieran's. Yeah, I'm sure this is. Yeah, this is it. This is Sandy, so it's completely fresh, unused on the wide tyres now. So that's good. And I know they're getting ready to come and do a big cardboard, baling up, etc. So I think that's sort of the next job on the list. But yeah, I'm pleased with these. So this one now starting to get a bit of dirt on it, a bit of dust. Sandy thinks I look like an undercover police car now, but I don't think they drive a green Range Rover. But anyway, come and have a look, Sandy. So Rob Patmore's come and put me a sucker pad thing because it's been an alley car, not metal, it's not magnetic. So to get the two-way radio to work, he's done that. Taking the power out of the back there, and there must be a box of tricks hidden away somewhere. But in the physical car, what he's done is put, I'm going to see it better there, Sandy. Look at the top, look at the roof. So we've now got a Starlink. So we had to tell the sunroof to turn off, but you know, the slide, but the Starlink now is there, and I just connected to the to it on my phone, and it's the quickest Wi-Fi I have anywhere. The office, the house, everywhere. It's much quicker. So I'm just looking to see. So we get to use the you know, the two-way. It's got a little handheld device like this, which means that I can now get in contact with the guys on the farm and things. Unfortunately, it's sort of just after we finish combining, but yeah, there you go. So different channels, that's on channel 3, but we've got different channels for different areas, and Rob's trying to get it connected up so we can talk on one channel for everywhere, as opposed to different channels whether we're in Lincolnshire or Cambridge, etc. And then yeah, so I have connectivity. So boys, I can hear everything now. So we're up here now, we're starting the works to grade all of the ground so we can start getting the back side of the Shed of Dreams done. So Chris is now digging out to start getting the track, etc., the drive coming in. We're going to have a piece of grass here, we're going to make the walling come around the corner here, and then we're going to grace that, then all of that area where the van is, etc., will get dropped down. We're going to put the fertilizer tanks all down the one side, bun that area, and then we're going to plumb that in to the to go off into those tanks at the bottom. Anything that's spilled that then gets dealt with into the biofilter. But we're going to build as a separate one, not the one in the spray store, but a separate one. and then we're going to create this driveway, so all the agricultural machinery is going to come in down this way rather than going down into the grain store yard, etc. So we're going to create a sort of a separate entrance for the farm to come in and out, and then this yard specifically for the farm. So work has started. Subframe is in, so it's had a service. It's at 158,000 miles now. So we've got all the bits are done, subframe's done, broken bit here is done. So that's the old one, got the one off eBay for £200, and really pleased how much Aaron's managed to achieve while I was not here for a day or two, and fingers crossed we can get it, get these bits that everybody have lost. The parcel company who can't seem to find the farm, which is very disappointing, because I think anybody that came here on the open day would agree that it is actually an easy place to find. But somewhere in Cambridgeshire apparently, this part, so we're 2 days waiting for it, and then we can get the drive shaft in and get the pollen filter in, and then job done. So there's a big sale coming up locally in the area of a lot of farm machinery. I think all farm machinery. Anyway, a great neighbour, Henriaz, said, "Are you coming? I'll pick you up and take you." I said, "Oh no, I don't think I'd be allowed to go there. I'd have to go in disguise." So I just opened the Amazon parcel this morning, and he sent me a Trump mask to be able to put on to be in disguise. I'm not sure the Trump mask is necessarily the disguise that you wouldn't get noticed. Let's try it on. So Henry, I don't think that this is going to work. I don't think this is going to make me blend into the farming crowd. I don't think this is going to be the right mask. Okay, so Chris has been mowing, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been tidying up the last of it.
You've been on and off, on and off, on and off with this mower. You've done quite a bit with it now, haven't you? What width is it? Is it 2.8 metres?
2.8, 2.7 on the GPS.
And it comes from Spain, and you're running at 2.7 on the GPS?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're getting all the SFI areas done, all of the grass areas, corners, around the outside of fields. Pony paddocks. So you can, it's surprising how much additional areas we have, isn't it? Yeah, you wouldn't know until I gave you a map and said, go and find these.
Yeah, and even then we had to go over a few.
Yeah, yeah, and you went over some a couple of times because of the dry. You've had a huge amount of weeds grow, haven't we?
Yeah, that
yeah.
As well.
So just talk me through this mower, Chris. So we've got, this is a solid beam on the front, we found out, wasn't it?
Yeah, solid steel, goes all the way through, basically just helps it slide and keeps it straight.
So the purpose of this is you've got the ram on behind.
Yeah.
Front and back, isn't it, ram? Oh no, just one ram. Yeah. Oh no, it's just one ram, okay.
Just one ram, just to allow you to have
It's
an
a small
offset.
ram, but it obviously manages to do it.
Yeah, I mean there's not a lot of pressure on it.
You did have the problem, didn't you, where you tweaked the beam? Didn't we have that where we had to alter it or something?
We had to put that one in the press and get it straightened out.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that happened.
But the back one didn't move?
No.
Well, then you wouldn't think it would do it, would you?
No.
Strange. Anyway, so you sorted that, and you had originally, didn't you have a piece of rubber on the front of some sort?
Yeah. So along here you can mount a rubber bar just to stop as much flicking
out the front, yeah, okay. Well, in particular, I suppose if you've got it on the back of the tractor, you take out the back windows, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that as well. But on the SFI, we were just finding it was laying it down too much.
Oh,
we weren't able to pick it up,
because there wasn't enough growth there. The springy stuff, it was pushing it over.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we've taken it off.
So you'll go put that back on in a minute.
We're actually giving that back to Spalding.
Oh, Spalding's, because we've got this through Spalding's, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we've effectively we've done a hire agreement. So we've had this for the summer. You finished with it now, so it's going to go back. But you like it, don't you?
Yeah, no, as an operator side, it's really good.
It's a good mower.
It's easy to work out where all the grease points are, quick and easy to take on and off.
Yeah.
I couldn't fault it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Durable.
What's happened to the PTO shaft? That doesn't... Oh no, that's that bloody pin, is it?
I don't know.
Well, it is the pin. If that rolls forward, lifts up at the front, that's coming back on itself with that pin. So that's less than ideal. They want a different pin than that. They want one with a D on it.
Pins on the bottom as well. They're changed.
Okay. Right, and then that's the instruction manual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's got quite a big roll on the back. Yeah.
It was also quite handy as well, wasn't it, that we were able to put it on the back?
Yeah, the fact you can push and pull. So if the 828 doesn't have a front PTO shaft, does it? No. Okay, so bank holiday Monday, and surprising to see this water here, but considering it hasn't rained, there's a fair bit there. It must be coming out the ground somewhere. Oh, there is a bit of a land drain there from. But, anyway, we are out here. Chris is digging out on the dumper, filling the dumpers. We've got 2 dumpers running, and then we've got getting the heights right. So we've got that set the height over there. They're bringing down effectively. They're starting from the outside, coming across. This is what would be. It's interesting looking at the depth of the clay, one for a better word, then going down into the gold clay, you know, the topsoil, should we say, the brown, and then suddenly the change of colour and the drop straight from, wow, it's very stiff clay as it is, but it goes into something quite awful. So coming down from there, they're digging this down first to get the height. You can see how it drops down, and then coming down that edge. So they're now digging this out all the way across to the barn. And this bit here, because there's such a change in height, they're going to bring something across where we're going to put some panel walls in, so we've got some tipping areas for things like wood chip and gravel and sand and all those bits and bobs we need all the time, but just don't want piles dumped everywhere, to create some bunkers. And then down there on the left, we're sort of planning on having some tanks where it veers round into the left. So on that sort of that bend on the left there, we'll put some tankers in. And then yeah, so Chris gets to do everything really, from digging to carpentry to bits of plumbing. Doesn't do the electrical work, but can do plastering, tiling, concrete, you name it. It's a really big, varied job. It's surprising what he can achieve. And for a farm with the sort of multitask farm that we are, it's so important to have such versatile people. The versatility of people is what's key, I think, in running a business like this. Having sort of people who can only do said job, it just doesn't work. We'll leave that to the government. But pleased that that area is obviously where that shed will get extended from there across. And then here's Aaron. So Aaron's having the day on the dumper. That doesn't look like there's a front window screen in that tractor. Oh dear, what's that all about? Find out in a second. Right, Aaron, so you're here on the dumper.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
So you've got a bit of fun coming, haven't you? So you're going to Barcelona, is that right?
Yeah, for a week. And
is that from next weekend?
Yep.
So you're going to Barcelona for a week, and then you're going off on
We've got just about a month, just travelling through Europe.
So 30 days, is it 18 countries in 30 days, or 18 stops?
I think it's 12 countries.
18 stops?
Cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is a real whirlwind of a European tour, isn't it? Yeah.
Pretty non-stop.
Right. So any young ladies around Europe, beware. There are 2 New Zealanders going on tour. Really like these dumpers because they've got the cabs on. They're safe. You can see how quickly it works, and swapping between buckets. So Chris can sort of level off as he goes along. He's got the staff there, then he's got this machine here which is checking the heights. So yeah, it's beeping away. So when they put that out, it will beep. There's like a thing on the staff here. It will beep to tell them that they need to go deeper, or if they've gone too deep, etc. See, there you go. You put it on the ground, see, it's catching on there, and then it will tell you down, see, there you go, so it's bang on there. So we go to, there you go, so you see, just off. So it's a really good little system. Right, so Tom's back, he's had a sleep now. What day is it today? Monday. So Saturday I picked you up, didn't I?
Yeah.
So just to recap, Thursday you went up on the train.
Yeah, so Thursday, 7:30 out of Peterborough.
Yeah, which is not good for you, is it? You're not a morning man, are you?
That's a different world, that is.
Yeah, you didn't realise there's 2 7s in the day.
Peterborough and 7 a.m, I'd avoid both of them if I could.
Yeah, well, I'd avoid Peterborough at all costs. Anyway, so you went then from Peterborough on the train. Did John meet you at the station?
Yes, I think John stayed in Peterborough the night before.
Okay, so you went straight up to
Newcastle.
And Newcastle changed to get to Sunderland.
Correct.
How long did it take?
Oh, I don't know, 3 hours to Newcastle, 20 minutes across.
Oh, it's quite quick.
Oh yeah, dead speedy.
Oh, okay. And then that night you went out. Well, judging by your laugh, you had a lot of fun. So and then in the morning you went to the boat. Was that right?
Yeah. So we came back to Newcastle for the evening on the first night.
Yeah.
We went out that night and then steady start. What was then the Friday morning because the boat wasn't departing till 2:30ish.
Yeah.
And then we got cracking on.
But from what I understand, you needed a steady start Friday morning, didn't you?
It was a bit fragile.
Yeah, was that right? Oh, this is why I don't drink, Tom. But I don't like those sort of mornings where you can't get up and go.
Well, it gets worse though because you think about it. I wasn't just fragile. I'm now fragile at sea.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I'm rocking away and feeling war. I wouldn't do that again.
Okay, so and then you got on the boat and you set off, but you sent me some pictures and it was quite up and down, wasn't it?
It was a bit tricky at times. I mean, the tricky thing was like when you're in the areas of the boat that don't have windows, like the stairwell that goes up the middle, all the way up the middle of the back, the bit at the back where the accommodation, engine room, and then the bridge at the top.
Yeah.
Because you can't see what's coming, you're walking down the stairs, and the next thing you know, you get tipped to the left, but you've got no point of reference, have you?
Yeah, so you don't know it's coming, it just sort of froze you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then height-wise, did you have a few places that you banged your head or anything like that?
On every single pipe in that engine room.
Oh, really?
Oh, honestly.
Oh, it's all quite low in your
Oh, it's all very low.
terms.
It's all very low.
Oh, how interesting.
But you look at the people on the boat, and they're quite small as well.
Yeah.
They're not big people.
In terms of accommodation, there wasn't actually a bunk or anything for you, was there? You actually slept, did you, in the emergency?
I was in the first aid room. Yeah.
First aid room.
Well, I beat John. John's on the sofa, so I did quite well there.
I don't know
must
how
say.
you got that.
Ooh, I didn't fit on the sofa was the excuse.
Okay,
but,
right. Cool. He was kind to you.
Yeah.
But you rang me up and you were lying on the hospital bed, one for a better word, and you were longer than the bed.
Yeah, and there was like a wooden bit at the end of it.
Oh,
so it's not like I could dangle my feet off the edge. No, I was curled up in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't get a lot of sleep, did you?
Not a great deal of sleep. No.
And it was throwing you from side to side.
Throwing's, pushing it, but you would wake up on the other side you fell asleep on.
Nothing that you told me about that entire trip has made me think that I've missed out, because I would have been so ill from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, it was. If that's not your thing, that would have really not been it.
Yeah. I know when you sent me that video. Ooh.
Yeah, tricky.
I would have really struggled.
And you think that was when you stood outside, and all the handrails are low as well. That sounds really silly, but the handrails were less than hip high.
Huh.
So if I went to lean on one on the first moment, I was like, whoa, that was a bit close to going right over the top of it. So,
but what was it actually like? Because there were some parts of it that you found were quite surreal at night and things. You know, out there on your own.
It's like the black abyss, like that you can't.
No light pollution.
No light pollution at all. You can't really picture it. It's, all you could see is like this oil rig with lights flaring up off it in the middle of the night. But that's literally your only reference point.
Is it almost eerie?
Yeah, because the bridge is dead quiet. Everyone's asleep.
Yeah.
There's one guy on watch. There's John and I chewing his poor ear off.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's everything.
Yeah. But they had a chef, and the food was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, food was great. Yeah, no, happy days.
Yeah.
That's probably the most.
So the people who do that job really enjoy it, don't they?
I think so. And I think it's one of those jobs. I'm not quite sure how well it is paid on kind of like a deckhand level.
Yeah.
But that's why there's the foreign labour that do it. I think it is good money. But I think they do about 6 months on, 6 months off.
Was it that one of the captains or something does nearly 3 months before he gets off, or 2.5 months or something?
It's that flavour of things.
Yeah. That's actually quite intense, isn't it? That's not dissimilar to being in the army and things, is it?
It is. No, absolutely. I mean, it was the exact same concept. They stay on the boat. The boat is their life. I mean, the captain was asking as we got off in Great Yarmouth, the pilot of the boat, when he's going out again, did he have time to quickly go ashore and head on a run? I mean, that's the only time they really properly get off the boat.
Oh, okay.
But they don't go far. I mean, it's silly little things. The logistics of it all is tricky.
Yeah.
Like little things like plug sockets. They're on EU plug sockets on the boat.
Oh, of course.
And it's all little things like that make the planning of a trip like that quite tricky.
Okay. Yeah, but it was a trip of a lifetime, wasn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm hugely fortunate. I mean, that's not something that many people get to do, is it?
No. And you didn't get cousin Michael to come along, did you?
Well, he's doing that thing where he says he's busy again. But what's he busy with? There's no rain. There's nothing going on.
There's no Roundup spraying or anything going on.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. That is a mystery. And I haven't seen him.
Well, do you need to collar him regarding yield data? Because that's normally when he goes a bit AWOL.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's worried, I think, if we're going to start talking about yield, so he's disappeared, hasn't he? His 12 tonne a hectare field.
No, he did it lovely 8, didn't it?
I haven't thought of his punishment. But I did work out somebody else's yield this morning with Nick, and one contract farm we did 9.99 tonne a hectare. So we're really pleased with that. But of course, we've got some others which are, pretty much in some cases half that.
Well, in the end, you favoured the Cambridgeshire land over the Lincolnshire land, didn't you?
Yeah. Lincolnshire really drags the average down. That really got hit with the drought. It's that type of land. It's that sort of more sandy based land. But I mean, Bedford's in quite a good place around that Chiltern Hills.
Well, Bedford looked really well. I remember when you were away last time. I didn't mean to tee that up. It just came out. When you were away last time, Michael and I went there. It looked really impressive in the early stages.
Do you know what the worst thing is about these videos? Is I can't do anything. No. Literally, I can't do anything without everybody knowing.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary, actually. But I must say, I did more. Obviously, on that Tuesday, I was so dog tired. I got in the car at 1:30 and I just drove. And I drove all the way to south of France on my own. And I did it, I stayed at Dijon, stayed in the thing for about 5 hours. I left at 4:30 in the morning and drove again down to south of France from there. Got down there at 11, which was fantastic. And then stayed in that hotel. I did more quality business without distractions in that week than I would normally do here, because I wasn't looking at the day-to-day of what's going on.
People probably don't quite appreciate how often that door there swings open.
Yeah.
Whether it's farm staff, haulage, diversity, me with a camera.
I thought about it, or my father.
Or your father.
Yeah, my father. Yeah, I thought about I need a magnetic lock or something to stop people coming in, but then they'd just keep banging, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that wouldn't fix it, I don't think.
But no, I mean, it's an interesting thing. I've only ever achieved for 3 days once in August. It was 2022. We finished... there was a period, we didn't finish harvest, but we got rained off. So I actually drove down to south of France for 3 days and then drove back. And that's the only other time I've ever been off the farm in August and July in my life, which you consider I'm 49. This was the first time I've had a week away from the farm, effectively in July, August, September, October, apart from end of October, the half term, ever.
Well, it's nice to squeeze that in before 50, isn't it? That's a lovely achievement.
Michael will get to 50 before me.
Well,
but,
this is true.
Yeah, when you go down there, you realise the sacrifice that farming makes, because you don't get those, July, August, September, October time off the farm, and you actually almost become institutionalised, oddly, on the farm during that period. And you go, I was almost like a normal person, if that makes sense. But my goodness, it was fairly noisy though, because there was a lot of children.
We've gone on summer holidays. I mean, the period I not dislike the least, the trickiest period on the farm as far as I'm concerned is drilling. Because it's all well and good doing long hours in the harvest, the weather's good. It's when you're faffing around, unblocking drills.
3 days on, 4 days off type thing. Is tomorrow the day we're going to drill?
And it's freezing cold and wet.
I mean, as it stands at the moment, we're in very good heart. We have cultivations, etc. We've had, apart from the wary metal aspect, we've had some very minimal costs. I mean, that challenge is now gone. That's at Shefford, getting repaired again, put new engine in it.
And that's on warranty.
That's under warranty,
questions
yes.
asked,
yeah. So hopefully that's not going to be a bad story. So that's that's to come, and then we've got to go drilling. So we're going to get this week. We're going to get all the drills set up, and get in a situation for all the drills are serviced, all ready to go. So when we can. Now, as you know, I'd like to early drill, but I need the rain to make the ground flush now, get all the rubbish to grow, so we can get on, because we've got barley and things to put in, which is an early drilling crop anyway. We want to start at the beginning of September. But currently on the horizon, I think we've got some rain booked in sometime this week.
Got quite a few days of small amounts of rain, not a
But
great
I don't
deal.
think it's enough to necessarily get to depth to get everything grown. I would say, I mean, I'd have to ask Father, but I would almost say that this is extraordinary. I don't know whether this is worse now than 1976. It'd be worth finding out. I mean, 49 years ago.
Well, the conversation you and I had was, though, like, when the rain does come, we are expecting it to be biblical, aren't we? That's
what I'm nervous about.
We've got to drill
That's
early
what
as
I'm
we
nervous
dare.
about, because then we're going back to wet weather drilling, and that is a very slow output. But what I don't want to do is go drill it all now, and all the rubbish, black grass and everything comes up. Volunteers, like in the winter oats, can't control it.
Yeah, I mean, you look what cherry tree looked like this year. Forget it. We can't do that across a whole farm level. That's a disaster.
No. So that's what's holding us back now. So we're now at the stage that we're digging out that compound area. We're getting those jobs done. We're starting doing some machinery repairs. And I want to get the machinery washed and put away, physically fixed from damage, but not overall service done, but just any damage repaired, so everything's in good order. If I need to drag it out for whatever reason, another opportunity presents itself, whatever, we're ready to go.
Is there space in the shed of dreams, or has Gordon and Steve filled it up still?
They've started to. They've finished the primary mustard cleaning to get any green and everything else, so it doesn't heat up and go off. They're now starting to clean down, etc. They finished yesterday on the mustard. They're now going to start running the wheat through, start bagging that up. He sent me a message today. He's inquiring about forklifts, etc. They're going to bag that up. And then we're going to start moving that to different farms, like to Lincolnshire, get that in the sheds up ready. And then the peas have already gone up there. I'm not sure the beans have all gone. I think there's another load or two of beans to go. One's going to be doing fertiliser, another one's going to be doing seed with the lorries. So we need to get everything in the right place for the right time in advance. I mean, it seems a strange thing to say we want it to rain, because I spent more of my career
Moaning that it's raining.
Moaning if it's raining,
Yep.
and it feels an alien thing to even want to say it out loud for what we now need. I mean, if we got 2 inches of rain, oddly, that would really get everything going with the warm temperature we're in now. That would set us up. We'd be all right then.
Yeah, I mean, even on the run up to the open day, we were talking in February and there was nothing, weren't we? I mean, that was...
Yeah, it's extraordinary. In 1976, apparently it rained on something like the 28th of September, something like that, and it didn't stop.
No.
So that's what I'm nervous about, is that we wait and wait and wait. And remember, everybody, October drilling is for losers. Michael's now telling me that November is for kings. November is the new September, that's his sort of thing. But I think that's like when you get older and that 50 is the new 30 or whatever people say.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know,
Simply
because
wouldn't
you're
know.
neither. Oh, I'm pleased you enjoyed the boating.
That was good fun, really good fun. Oh, are we getting a 9RX?
What, the 830 horsepower?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Well, did you like the look of it?
Well, yes, but that's like looking in a brochure, isn't it?
Well, there you are.
I never saw it. I always demo everything personally. I drive it before I agree to buy it.
Fine.
Because,
What is next? JCB?
No, we've done the 2 sprayers, so we're done
we're up
this
to
year.
them. Okay, yeah,
We're done
fine.
this year. There is a forklift which is due for replacement. Just drop down to farm. Grain store, get a new one. The bottom one comes out. But with the low yields, I mean, we're off budget. To put things into perspective, if you look at the budget that was set last year to what it is now, with the lack of BPS, etc., that's taken into account now, the BPS not being in there. So that hit us last year, and so on. But if you then look at the budget on yield and prices are where they are today, it is a difference of 2.5 million. Now that is part of the reason I went to France, is to try and sit there and work out What are we going to do about that? Because that is extraordinary, because I can't make the grain price go up. I mean, you'd think you got 17,000 tonnes of milling wheat, what we should have had in the shed, and now actually we've got 14,000. That's 3,000 tonnes missing from the yield deficit from the drought. Well, 3,000 at 240 was budgeted, and it's currently 200 delivered. You know, you can assume that's £1 million gone.
Have you got any futures hedging the risk?
I have got some futures. I've got some fuel futures as well, but it's not going to make up the 2.5. So effectively, we need the prices to go up. There is really no other way around it. I mean, these are big numbers. These are big problems. There are some savings, of course, because we didn't spray as much last year. We didn't put as much fertiliser on. We did cut back. So there are some savings which we've got to calculate and bring that back in. But, you know, you are talking businesses, I think, across East Anglia, which are going to have significant holes in them being a combinable crop businesses. Because with the yield deficit and then the price deficit. I mean, you talk 20% down on price, and you're talking about anywhere between 20 to 30% down on yield. And in some cases more, depending on the area. Yeah. Now, that takes some serious planning of what to do to get through that. And that is what we're looking at this year. So, yeah, I think that, and that's outside of any political problems we're all suffering with. I think that my father would say that he doesn't think the industry has ever had a bad time like this, ever, in his living career. They've been tricky times, but they've never had anything like this.
Well, the reality is something's going to break. Something here is going to have to change. Not necessarily in this business, but across the industry. Something is going to change.
I think it's going to be devastating. Personally, I think it's devastating. I think the reality is by May next year, I think there will be devastating problems across the industry. Unless something dramatical changes, like the prices go up to £300 a tonne or something like that. Where you look at the price of commodities, actually, why isn't it £400 a tonne? It amazes me that farmers across the world are all unhappy about the price. Well, if there was some way that we could unite across the world and actually say, well, we're not selling it for that, you're going to have to double it, there wouldn't be any other choice.
I think the reality is the only thing that's going to change the price is the lack of supply.
That's my point.
Yeah, but the lack of supply is not going to come from something like that. It's going to come from weather events, it's going to come from wars, it's going to come from those kind of situations.
Well, the reality is farming is hugely efficient. They say that the advancement in farming the last 40 years is 1,600%. I better check that fact, but I think it's 1,600% efficiency that's happened in I think it's the last 100 years, sorry, not 40 years, 100 years, 1,600% efficiency, where there are a lot of other trades haven't even done half that.
Yep.
So farming has been, no doubt some of you can check to see if my facts are right, but I think that's correct. We checked the fact, I was correct, 1,600% over 100 years, so have checked that, because you know when you start to doubt yourself. Anyway, that is right, so that's something to be proud of about the industry, that it can adapt to change, and it is the most adapted industry in the world in terms of output. So on a sad note, Robert Patmore, fantastic guy that's been training people on the farm here for about at least 30 years now. Long time, and has trained me for various practical tests like forklift, first aid, that type of thing, and would come to the farm and train all the farm guys and the lorry drivers and things like that. Unfortunately, he's passed away. The family have said that if you've got certificates or anything, you've done any training through Lantra with him for the Southern World Agricultural Discussion training group, then contact Lantra. That they're at the moment, they're trying to sort things out, so it's a real shame, and they're going to let everybody know when the funeral will be. On a more positive note, hopefully John is getting revved up, Lord Fuller, to take us to Trinidad, a group of us. I've told him I'll only turn left. Tom's happy to stay in the back as long as you feed him with alcohol, and that should be an interesting trip. See fertiliser actually being made. So hopefully over the next 12 months, or between now and June, I think we're planning sort of in the winter, we will go to Trinidad and see the fert being made. So fingers crossed that happens. Thanks ever so much everybody that's been watching. Much appreciative, and pleased that you enjoyed what Tom and Michael did. I think it's great to start seeing behind the scenes stuff that's happening in agriculture, that it is a much bigger industry than just the farm on the tractor. the supporting industries. Without them, there wouldn't be any farming. It is as simple as that. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. And thanks ever so much for subscribing. Keep hitting the subscribe button, anybody who hasn't, and keep posting your comments, and it keeps us motivated and wants us to empower us to keep doing it. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.